Ladies, gentlemen, et al., this is Odeco, and today we're going to get to the bottom of things. I've seen people ranking the tracks. I've seen people ranking the Grand Prix and the characters and all the unlocks. We don't care about any of that. Today, we're ranking what's truly important in Mario Kart World, and that's the models for the different dash food. I mean, some of these, I'm out racing, and I suddenly am pulled up a dash food, and my mouth starts watering. My tears come streaming out of my eyes. My stomach is rumbling. I have to run to the fridge and grab a snack because they really went too hard on these. They look too delicious. It's honestly distracting while racing. So today we are going to go through the different models and we're going to rank these based on how delicious they look. Some of them truly spectacular, 3 Michelin stars, no complaints. Others maybe a little too much went into them. Maybe the designers got a little carried away on a few of these. So we're going to put these into their place. Starting up with the burger, the classic burger. Single burger is quite it's basically exactly what it needs to be. It's not too crazy, looks delicious, has the cute little mushroom flag sticking out on top. Definitely looks like something that could be eaten by a human being, which is maybe an issue as we get into some of the other burgers, but quite good. Looks delicious. Burger 2, I will say that it is it's on the verge of being too much, but is still conceivably still looks very good. It maybe it's something that you don't eat the whole thing, but it still looks good. And then Burger 3, this is just no human is getting this. I don't care what the prize is for consuming one of these in an hour or whatever. I don't care if you get your whole meal for free if you eat it. No one is downing this. Especially those like giant slabs of bacon sticking out of the side. It's just too much. It looks well done, but too much. I need a to-go box for this burger, and I think it'll be my meal for the next several days. All right, up next we have the donuts, and the donuts, I think all of them look pretty darn good. I like that it's kind of a tire theme going on. It's not too excessive, has the little dollop of whipped cream here, whatever this is, but mostly it's just kind of a classic chocolate cake donut. Looks great. I like that the packaging seems well thought out for racers on the go. When you're hurtling through the track at high speeds, this is conceivably something you could grab and eat while driving, which is maybe not the case for some of the elaborate dessert trays that we'll get to later on the list. So the donuts I'm a fan of. And the other thing is, I know that your character is the only one who eats all 4 donuts in the game, but the thing about donuts is it's a little more conceivable that, like, at least in my mind, I'm picturing that you could buy the donuts and then share them among several people. The burger, it's like, obviously this is meant for one human to eat, and that's too much. But the 4 donuts, I'm a little more willing to forgive. So I'm gonna group all the 4 donuts here. I think they all look great. I like the variety. I'm gonna eat up that blue donut. That's the one I'm going for. When my road trip stops and we get the Tower O donuts, I'm grabbing the blue one. So good, another good one here. Moving on to the peach-themed dessert trays that you get around Peach's castle. The single slice of cake, I think, looks pretty phenomenal. And maybe I'm a sucker for strawberry shortcake. I don't know, but honestly, that single slice of cake looks great. It's when we get to these more elaborate dessert trays, especially as your character is like dangling them behind the car. That's the part where it's a little funny. This like multi-tiered elaborate dessert tray of all these beautiful little desserts. It's a little excessive. It's a little bit too much for me. I can't picture. There are a few of them that do look good, but I gotta penalize them a little bit for just being kind of impractical in the in-game world of something that we're picking up as a to-go order or as a dash food. It comes in a rainbow fast food bag, and then you pull it out and it's this 3-tiered elaborate cascade of desserts. So there's a small penalty there, but still some well executed desserts there. That's for sure. Doesn't go down to the slop tier. Now the bread baskets, the carb overload. These each individual one is very cute, and I like that they come in little baskets. But honestly, my stomach gets a little upset when I think about the pure quantity of carbs here. I do love the little Koopa shell breads. I don't know what the boos are supposed to be. The Goomba muffin is cute. It's the same issue with the dessert trays where it's like they are cute, but it's just too excessive all at once. It's like this huge pile of things where it's like eat any individual thing I would be delighted to get. But then all combined together, it's just a lot going on. And now we get to the good stuff here. These like curry trays. I don't know what this one's supposed to be. Some sort of soup, or it almost looks like ramen, but then ramen, I don't think you get a big like sausage floating in it. I love the Koopa car bowl. I think that's cute. Honestly, I mean, this I don't know exactly what it's going for. I don't know what the dish is supposed to be, but whatever it is, I'm eating it. It looks delicious. And the spicy curry, the like lava curry plate, this is a Paul Hollywood handshake. There's no question. The way that the curry is so hot that it's like glowing faintly. The large Fred Flintstone bone sticking out of it, implying there's some meat in there that we can't see. I'm not sure what's going on there, but my mouth is watering when I'm getting this one. This one, it's gonna push my limits of what spicy food I can handle, but I'm willing to be pushed there. It looks too good. And then I will say, the next step up, the one that is the entire mountain of lava curry, and with like the lava balls to the side and the extra chili pepper. This is the one where we're maybe going too far here. This is like there's an elegance to this one where it looks spicy but it looks manageable. And this almost, I think it just like my large intestine seizes up when I see this one. I don't even know if I can handle this. This is the greatest swing here, where the level 2 food looks great. Level 3 food, I don't know if I can handle this. This is too much. I think this is our first slop here. I think they cooked a little too hard with this one. It's not working out. Now, these three, this was honestly the inspiration for the list, because I kept seeing these pita plates and I kept wanting to eat them so bad. These pita plates look delicious, and honestly, not a single one of them is bad. They all look fantastic. I don't know what this dip is. Maybe some sort of chili or some sort of... It's hard to tell. It doesn't really look like hummus. But the coconut or the fruit with the straw sticking out of it looks delicious. I don't know what the pokey towers are supposed to be, but I'm willing to try them. I mean, I'm here for it. Like it's rendered so well. The pita bread looks so good. I love that the smaller one's served on a plate. Honestly, the smaller one is going to the top here, and I don't know if it's going to be dethroned. This is like the most delicious meal here, I think. This looks so good. And then these are a close second, I think. All right. Next up, the honey pancakes. I will say that I have not had honey pancakes, although it doesn't seem like it would be drastically different from maple syrup on pancakes. So I'd be willing to try it. I think that the single one looks good. The big, giant, fluffy pancake looks quite good. I like the citrus on it. The triple stack, this is kind of where I'm starting to get to the point where if I were served this at a restaurant, it would be quite a lot, but I think I could get through it. I would not complain. But then this quintuple stack of honey pancakes, this is just too much. The little bees are very cute. The presentation is good, but this is just far too many pancakes when they're this thick. So I'm definitely getting a to go box with my honey pancakes for this stack here. Up next we have these are the ones that you get in Dino Dino Jungle, I believe. They're like kind of the prehistoric meats, and these look so good. I think they were cooking with the chicken leg and like the soft boiled ostrich egg, or presumably dinosaur egg, I guess. If Jurassic Park were real, I would be slurping up those soft boiled dinosaur eggs. That would be heavenly. And then the giant cracked fried egg on top of these, I think that elevates these even higher. This one here especially, this is living your Fred Flintstone fantasy. This is if you've ever wanted to live as the cavemen and eat just the largest slab of meat you've ever seen, still on the bone, served on leaves as well. This is pretty peak here. This one, it looks so good. It's the same thing where the level 2 I think really hits the sweet spot, and then level 3 it kind of slides back down where it's like maybe a little too excessive. But honestly, I'm not complaining too much if I'm served this. I think it still deserves to go in the higher tier, even though it is that I don't know if I'm making my way all the way through that enormous slab of meat if it's being served to me. Next up we have the skewers. And I like the skewers. I like that they're served on like novelty swords, presumably. Maybe they're real swords. Maybe you're driving at high speeds in this frantic kart racer and getting hit by shells, and meanwhile you're trying to eat like fried vegetables on top of skewers, roasted vegetables. They look really good. I also like that the mushroom makes an appearance. The classic Mario mushroom makes an appearance at the top. I don't know if it still retains its mushroom powers when it's been roasted, or if it's just now another vegetable on the skewer. But I do like the design of it. I think all these are pretty good. I have no complaints about any of these. This is going to be a top heavy list because I think a lot of these they've done a great job with them. And then it's the same thing where I'm more willing to forgive a massive quantity of food when they're like easily divisible up, because then you could say, okay, well, this is for me and my extended family. I don't have to conceivably eat this entire plate of food myself the same way I feel like I do for the pancakes or the burger. Up next, we have the fish and chips, and this one is another banger. This one is another like truly S tier. Some of the best video game food we've ever seen are these fish and chips. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? These look so good. And I love the little like cup of sauce that they come with. Just looks so good. The one where it's served an entire like slab of fish along with the tray of giant steak cut fries. This is a little much. This one is, if I were served this, especially since the way these are served with the little cup of sauce, it feels like street food. And so I'm picturing myself at like out walking around the streets or out at a music festival or something and try to manage this enormous tray of food. This one is a little much, especially since the fish isn't even cut into different slices. So are we picturing that we're like picking up this entire slab of fish and like gnawing on it and then putting back in the tray? I think this one is ill-conceived, but these two are up there with the best of them. How do I want to arrange this? I think tier 2 is my favorite because I love the little cup of sauce that it comes with. I'm gonna put it ahead of the lava curry, still behind the pita. The pita looks amazing. I think that's a good arrangement. I'll arrange these more once I get to the end of it. All right, now we get to the several different variations of sushi that is available. So we have this one, which looks, it's not entirely clear what's going on here. It's like some sort of tempura, I think, is my guess. I don't the like UFO tempura. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I love the little cheap soy sauce bottle. Obviously, you get a couple of slices of sushi on the side. Loves that it comes in a little bento box. This one's pretty good. This one looks pretty excellent. The larger plate of there's two different versions. This is approximately the same amount of sushi, but there's this one where you get all 6 slices of sushi on a single plate, and then this one where it's like 3 plates of sushi rotating around you, so it's like a triple mushroom's worth of boost basically. This looks good. I will say that compared to a lot of the other food, the sushi kind of just looks like sushi. It's not like this beautifully decadent, overwhelmingly rendered sushi. So I wouldn't be criticizing this if I got it, but if I lived in the Mario Kart world and I was used to eating like the most delicious looking food I've ever seen, and then I got kind of a normal plate of sushi, I might be slightly disappointed with that. And then the sushi boat, once again, well, I was gonna put it in can I get to go box, except for I do feel like this is definitely made for like a family to share, so maybe I'll be a little more willing to forgive that. And then to end it up here, the takoyaki, truly excellent. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I love takoyaki so much in real life, but this looks even more lovingly rendered than, or even more decadent than most takoyaki looks in real life. Now maybe if you're not used to it, the fact that there are like fully formed octopus tentacles sticking out of some of the balls might be a little off-putting, but I do love me some takoyaki, so this is going up to top tier. Takoyaki, all I can ever think about is it's food that like it's served at the kind of temperatures that just permanently sear your mouth. So every time I get this in game, I just picture my character like not being able to wait to eat it because it looks so good, and then just getting blistering burns in their mouth. But honestly, worth it. Too delicious for it. Where are we putting the takoyaki here? I think that's a good spot for it. And then the is this called taiyaki, I believe? This sort of like fish cake, large fish. It's been a long time since I've eaten one of these. It looks fun. It doesn't make my mouth water the same way a lot of these others do. But still not complaining if I get served this, but it's just not quite as delectable as some of the top ones. All right, moving on. We have these are like different tiers of the same food, and I see how these two are connected. I see how, tier 2 and tier 3 are connected. Tier 1 looks like an entire different food. This looks like a fantasy mug of ale that you get at your local tavern while you're picking up a quest. I think it's maybe supposed to imply to be like a fruit juice, and these are like fruit salads. So, but I'm gonna say that this doesn't really have too much going on other than being in a fun novelty mug, but you can't really see much else of what's going on with that. The fruit salads, I think the middle tier looks pretty good, and then the top tier with the giant flan, it's like it's not quite to the point where I need a to-go box, but it doesn't entice me as much as the more like pared back, because I feel like with a fruit salad you don't want to fill up. You don't want your entire dish to be like fruit based. It's good to have like, okay, a fruit salad, I'll pick off some of the pieces, and then I will have like an actual entree to go with it. So yeah, I like the middle tier of the fruit. The top tier where we're not quite reaching the same heights there. All right, and now for the Mumu Meadows dairy products, and this is where they may have gone a little too far in some places. The milk is fine; it just looks like normal milk. The ice cream that is like it's ice cream, but that it has a giant wedge of cheese in it. Honestly, I'm intrigued. I don't know if I would like that, but I'm intrigued. I'm willing to try it. But then when they go to the next tier and it's like milkshake with the caramel and the ice cream and the cheese and the like cow cookie. This I think we need a new tier for this one. This is it. Maybe it's good, but I need to be like mainlining Pepto-Bismol to eat this. This is this is too much. This is too much dairy. No human was meant. There's not enough lactase in our entire bodies to break down this much dairy. This is enough to make anyone sympathize with the lactose intolerant. So I don't know. It's like it. There's something enticing about it, but the amount of dairy crammed into one product, it's out of control. Up next we have the two kinds of seafood pizza, and the smaller one looks quite good. I mean, it just looks like a kind of Italian style. It just looks delicious. The shrimp looks good. No complaints about this one. The larger one, I know that it's supposed to be a little exaggerated, but can I say that is just too much cheese? Like that level of stringy cheese. Like when I want the cheese to be stringy, I want it to be like little thin strings of cheese connecting. I don't want like huge amounts of cheese slopping off the pizza. It makes me think of when I take a bite of that pizza, it's just going to be like a giant bite of melted cheese, which if I wanted a giant bite of cheese, I would just have the Mumu Meadows milkshake. So it's just too much. I don't think they were totally successful. I think they went a little too extreme with that amount of cheese. So unfortunately, the larger pizza is going in the bottom tier. Next up, we have the ice cream. The ice cream, almost no complaints. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty standard ice cream. The two scoops looks really good. That like fruit sauce on top and the double cherries on top looks delicious. Again, I don't know if the implication is that if you eat this, you get the double cherry power up, or if it's just like it's just designed to look like that. Same with the mushrooms on the skewers. I'm not sure there. And then I will say the 3 stacks, if this were well constructed, I would like it. But like with 3 stacks of ice cream, you're already kind of playing with fire. You're already kind of tempting God there by stacking your ice cream so high. It's going to get, struck dumb and speaking 1,000 different languages because your ice cream is piled too high. I think with the fact that the ice cream in the picture is already starting to topple, that it's already like starting to slide off the cone. I just think this was not well constructed. Maybe if we took the candy cane and we used it for structural support, like skewered it through the middle of all 3 scoops so that they couldn't like just slop off the side there. But there's no shot you're eating all this ice cream. At least one, if not both of the top 2 scoops are going to slide off and just land on your shirt or whatever. So this one, for construction reasons, unfortunately is not making it. All right, we got the caramel apple. Looks like a pretty standard caramel apple. It is going to get some negative points for me just because I'm not a big caramel apple fan. It does look like the kind of caramel apple that you bite into and lose a tooth, and I can't get over that. As delicious as it could be, I just that picture is seared into my mind, and I can't rate it very highly. So, no offense. Well done. If the assignment was to render a caramel apple well, they succeeded. Unfortunately, it's still a caramel apple at the end of the day. Next up, we have the Boo Cinema popcorn and grape soda. And this, I mean, this is going to be a biased decision here. This looks fine. This looks just like kind of like normal popcorn, but I have such a beef with grape soda. I'm not here for it. I'm not enjoying it. I think because as a kid I always had grape flavored cough medicine. Now whenever I drink grape soda, it just tastes like cough medicine. And so this one does not look good to me. I'm not having the Boo Cinema popcorn and grape soda. Maybe I could get the popcorn and then I could swing by Yoshi's for a different soda to go with it. Maybe that could work, but if this is all they're serving at Boo Cinema, I'm going to be disappointed. And the thing is, like, I could just maybe just eat the popcorn and ignore the soda, except popcorn makes you so thirsty. So on a lot of these others, I'd be willing to do that, willing to ignore the element that I'm not a fan of, but not if the other thing is popcorn, because then I'm just going to be like, halfway through the movie, going to be going out to the drinking fountain or something. All right, up next we have the Lunchbox. The Lunchbox is a little bland for me. It looks fine. It looks well constructed. I'm sure the sandwich tastes fine, but all these others, these are these fabulous street foods from around the world, like all these amazing sushis and pita breads and giant hunks of meat and tempura and all this stuff, and then the fact that it's just some lunch meat on some bread, a juice box, a sliced orange. I think this is pretty much, this is the definition of passable gas station road trip snack. If I had this on a road trip, I wouldn't be complaining about it. But if my neighbor were eating like an amazing seafood pizza or something like that, I'd be eyeing their food. I'd be a little disappointed in my own selection. Next up, we have the 3 different candy bars, and these mostly look like candy bars, so unfortunately they're going to get rated based on how much I like the real life version of these candy bars, and I'm sorry to any white chocolate lovers out there. If I get the white chocolate candy bar, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be complaining. The strawberry candy bar could be good, but obviously if I'm not getting the chocolate, I'm disappointed. Especially the cute probably Choco Mountain is the name of the brand, the cute dinosaur on it. Big fan. Next up, we have the cans of soda. So we have like a canned coffee, which I'm okay with. It's a cute design on it. Not always the biggest fan of canned coffee, but sometimes it can be good, and I do like the design here. The next one, I was like staring at this picture. I don't know what the flavor's supposed to be, because it's like pink and blue. So maybe I was thinking it's like, is it a dairy product that's canned? But then the little character is like a Parabitty Bud. So no clue what the actual, like, what we're supposed to envision that this tastes like, or what kind of drink it is. That being said, Parabitty Bud is the best character in the game, so instant bonus points for having him on there. So this is a mystery drink. I'm not sure what's in this, but if I'm getting this, I'm not disappointed, just because it has my baby on it. And then finally, the fruit juice. This one I'd also get bonus points because it has the classic Yoshi fruit, the Mario World Yoshi fruit on there. And I think we've all wondered what the Yoshi fruit tastes like, and now's our opportunity here in convenient drink form. So, fan of this one. Mostly it's the coffee that I'm going to be a little disappointed by if I get that. And then last ones here are the chips. Now these really should go in the gas station road trip snack, because that's literally what they are. This is the kind of food you get at a gas station. And I will say that the ones that are just like, they just look like a potato and they say chips, there's not much to go on there. That's gas station road trip snack. Now I am intrigued by the banana one. Maybe these are like dried plantains. I don't know, but you can see the chips coming out of the top of the bag and they look like normal potato chips. So I don't understand how these are supposed to be banana flavored, and that is a little frightening to me. I don't think banana flavored potato chips would be good, Like banana chips are good, but they are not potato chips, and I don't understand the combination of those two. So I am a little nervous about that one. And then on the other hand, these spicy chips look great. I am a sucker for spicy chips, so I will bump those up a tier. That's the one I'm aiming for. They are elevated by how delicious they look, even though they are literally gas station road trip snacks. So there we go. There's all the dash food. Let me go through here and do some rearranging those. All right, I did some rearranging here, get the tiers in the right order, but I think this is pretty close to what how'd I rank these. So pita bread came out on top, the true winner. Mostly these were already pretty well ordered. I think the top three has got to be the pita bread, the medium fish and chips, and the medium lava curry. All three of these are pretty top tier. But otherwise, I rearranged them and pretty happy with this. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Trying to get the channel started, so drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, and definitely more Mario Kart content and other variety content to come. So thanks a lot, and have a good day.